Hello everybody. So today I wanted to show you how to use model in place or to create something custom in your current project that you're doing. And now there's several ways you can do this. You can do this by either creating another project, making it as a family, getting the dimensions, creating that way, reloading it into your project. I find that kind of tedious, and if I just wanted to model something in place, which is what it's called, model in place, or just make something custom real quick in my project that I want to do, I find modeling in place is quicker. Now, to be able to do this more efficiently, right now I'm in 3D mode, but right now this is a project of a cloud point of an office building with a bunch of offices, and I need to remodel it to create new customers' needs. So remodeling it, I really like this table, let's just say, and I want to keep it. Maybe not all of it. I'm just gonna make this portion right here. It's simple enough to where it's custom. It's not something that I can find in Revit City as a family and load it in, or that Revit already has pre-installed, so I'm going to have to make this myself. Put it in there so that I could tell them that this table is going to stay because I want to keep this as a receptionist. Or an entrance walk-in table, whatever. So what will help you is getting a few section views on exactly where you want to see, because as you know, in Revit you cannot even if with the crop view I can see exactly what I want, but you cannot use the measuring tool. It's really annoying. Why Revit does that, I don't know, but you're not allowed to, so you're gonna have to have details on what you want, because then on detail you can use the measuring tool. So with that, let's go to this view right here, which is kind of, let's go back to level 1, I'm sorry. I'm looking in this one, so I'm looking at the table going this way, and I'm able to use my measuring tool to see exactly how tall that is, or roughly at least, to give you a rough estimate. So going to about the size of the cabinet, 2'3", almost 2'4", so let's just call it 2'4" for now. You can always make adjustments later. For the sake of the video, I'm just going to say that's 2'4", and then we're going to have the actual tabletop, and then there's another section going up, and then another tabletop on the top. So measuring tool, that thickness of the table, let's just do it here because I can see it real nice here. Zoom in, point clouds, the more you zoom in, the grainier it gets. So it looks like just about 2 inches. So I'm just going to call it 2 inches. Again, I can adjust it later. And then how tall is that back going up exactly? So again, let's just get a rough estimate here. Almost 12 inches, so let's just call it a foot. Alright, so what you want, going back in your 3D model, another thing that you will need to do is have a floor. You have to have some kind of flooring done. I already have a floor put in here. So you want to get into your model in place, you want to go to your component, click the down arrow, model in place. For these kind of things that are just generic and random, generic model 1, doesn't matter, sure. Now the important part is to set a work plane. Where are you wanting to draw? Now, as you can see, it kind of already guesses where I want, but in case that's not what you wanted, pick a plane, hit OK, and yes, that is what I want. If you want a different plane, just so that to be sure exactly where you want to draw so Revit knows, you just pick a plane always. That's just my recommendation. Alright, so you're going to want to do an extrusion from this plane right here. You're wanting to extrude up for the cabinets. Okay, so click extrusion, want to make a line. Let's just do this starting point right here. Alright, close enough. And go straight across right there. So I made my first line. Let's go to the top view so I can see. Let's rotate it. There, I like this view better. So there you go. And now, and just for the sake of the video not being forever long, I'm just going to do a rough outline of what I want to extrude at first. Okay, again, I'm just giving you guys this idea. You can work with it how you want for whatever you're doing. I'm doing back here because this portion does extrude up even taller than the 2'4". I understand that, but I do want to, just to save time and instead of doing multiple extrusions, I'm just going to do this one, and save me one step so that this video is not super long. So as you can see, I got a full closed loop outline of what I want to extrude. Yes, that's what I want. Depth. This is what the extrusion part is going to be. If you wanted it to go down, you want it negative, obviously. If you want it to go up from the work plane, you want it positive numbers. Like we mentioned before, we said roughly 2'4". You come out here and you hit finish model. And there, as you can see, there is some type of extrusion going on right there. Goes up to about right there. It's exactly what I wanted. So that first portion is done. Now to make the tabletop, go to architecture, component, down click, model in place. Again, just hit generic modeling. Okay, sure. Boom, you already have it open now, but you want to set a new plane now. You don't want the floor anymore, because now we're going to make the tabletop. So now you have to click the top of the extrusion that you just made. So set new plane, pick a plane, hit OK, and now there's that top that I just made. Now anything that I draw is going to come off that work plane right there. So, and even if you accidentally draw out here, it's still going to be 2'4" above that floor plane. It makes an infinity plane everywhere. So we want another extrusion. Let's just go from the top. I have line selected. And as you can see, there's going to be arcs and stuff like that, so this one's going to be a little bit harder, but I'm just trying to give you an idea of what you can do. Let's just make an arc. Oh man, that's not what I wanted. Okay, so I'll just go from here to here. I'm going to come out to there, actually. Yeah, I'm going to come out to there. I want it to be kind of hidden for now. And I'm just going super fast, sloppy, I know, but again, you can make corrections later. Now let's see if it'll let me do this. See, bam, just like that. Alright, so enter that. I have finished what I want to extrude from that top plane that I previously did. So you hit OK, and you're still in the model in place, so it's just highlighting exactly what you just drew. And right now it's set to 1 foot. We do not want 1 foot, we want 2 inches. Okay, done. Finish model. You should be able to see. And now this is what I mean about you can always come back and look at the picture, and let's say if I accidentally over extrude it, which it looks like I may have just a tiny bit, you can always double click this and hit finish model. Let's see, you can always edit it. I don't know why it's not letting me do it right now. Edit in place, there it is. Edit in place. Extrusion end, and we can make it, let's just say 1.5. Come back out, you saw it shrunk a little bit. That looks a little bit more accurate perhaps. Finish model, and it's done. So to make this next portion. Again, architecture, component, model in place, generic, model, okay. Make sure to remember to set a work plane, otherwise you're going to continue working off of this plane down here. I want to work 1.5 inches higher now. Set work plane, pick a plane, okay. That plane now. Now it's already done. I want another extrusion. And now this is that back, the back top of the table that's holding up this portion. So again, I'm just going to do a rough estimate. I'm not going to be super picky about it. Because I don't want this video being 20 minutes long, which it probably will be. Alright, looks good. Enter. Again, I want it to be a foot, so actually that's exactly what I want. So hit finish model, and then we have that back portion back there. And so to do that last part right there, again, architecture, component, model in place. Scroll down to generic modeling. Okay, set a work plane, pick a plane, okay. That top part. Extrusion. Get a view that you like to work on. I don't know why I just cannot work in this view, but I'm going to try. And got the lines, so go there, cancel, cancel. I'll come back and do those arcs in a second. Ugh, you know what? I just realized I'm doing the bottom table and I want the top table. So, how silly of me. But anyways, so you can finish model. Where did it go? Create. There we go. Extrusion. For some reason I hit back button one more time. Too many. Or to save you time, you can always pick a line. If you want to do exactly. Oh, that's it. I don't want that huge line, so I just outlined that. Sure. I'll connect that point in a second. And then we could use this to connect these two lines together like that. And there. So finish the extrusion like last time. We want 1.5 inches. Finish model, and there you have. Oh, I went on the wrong side. There we go. So again, this is a rough estimate. I was just trying to be fast, but you can see how I somewhat did the replica. Totally did it wrong. I did on the wrong side. Should did on that back side. I got turned around because I tried doing it in that different view. But as you can see, it can be done. I just made this custom table to put in my drawings, so I can say to keep this table here and not to have it in demolition. So hopefully that was somewhat informative. You can see that this could be done, and thanks for watching.